a few common mistakes that most buyers make. And some of them have to deal with the purchasing, and then some of them have to do with like being qualified. Once you're qualified with a lender, you cannot change anything to do with what your application stated. And what I mean by that is you can't go get a new credit card. You can't max out one of your credit cards. You can't go get a new car. You can't change your job. You can't change the way that you're paid. You can't take hours off of work. Like, once you're qualified and that is what you're qualified with, you have to stay in that parameter. Now, that's easy to say, to do. And people think, oh yeah, that's not gonna be a problem. But sometimes this process takes 3 to 5 months. So what you were doing 5 months ago might not be your current situation now, right? And so if you're trying to get a new car, and you need to talk to your lender first. You need to say, this is the car I'm planning on buying. This was my old payment. This is my new payment. Because if you change your debt to income in any shape or form, your buying power is going to go down. Also with lending, when you get pre-qualified and time has passed, interest rates have gone up, your purchasing power might not be the same. So if you're looking at $400,000 houses and the interest rate's 3%, and your realtor's telling you interest rates have gone up to 4 or 5%, you need to be calling your lender and being like, hey, am I still good to go? And can I get a monthly cost sheet so I can see what that's gonna cost me on a monthly basis? Because we don't live in a 30-year. We don't live in a $400,000. We live in a $2,500 payment a month, right? And so you need to make sure that you're staying on top of that and you're communicating with your lender. Hey, we're thinking about buying this house. Can you give me a cost sheet so I can see what that's going to cost me up front and on a monthly basis? And then the other one is know why you're buying what you're buying. Okay, is this your forever home? Are you planning on living there for the rest of your life and building your family there and developing it that way? Good, then okay, you can pay more for that house. You know, in 20 years from now, it is going to appreciate way more, even if you've paid $20,000 over the asking price or whatnot. So that's okay. Are you military and you're leaving in 3 years? Probably not the best idea to pay over asking price or over appraised value for a house that you're gonna have to turn around and sell in 3 years. Because are we gonna appreciate that much, right? So just know why you're buying what you're buying. Another thing is people as first-time home buyers, they're like, oh, I can't wait to buy my first house. In Anchorage, you're probably going to be buying a condo. So don't think in your head that you're going to be buying a residential house as your first house, because that price point is about $400,000. That's our average price point for a residential house in Anchorage. So if you're a first-time home buyer and maybe you're on a single income, you know, you're not having another person help with your monthly payment, most likely you're going to be in a condo. And that's okay. That's a great stepping stone. At least you're no longer paying rent and you're not throwing that money away each month, and you're able to then in a few years sell it, take that equity and buy something new. So the mistakes would be what you're buying and why you're buying it, and then keep that in mind and don't get sidetracked when you're out there in the marketplace.